My mom had a backup plan family. I found out because of a birthday cake. I, 17M, always thought my family was normal enough. Not perfect, but stable. My mom and dad had their arguments, but nothing crazy. We had routines, traditions, the usual stuff. One of those traditions was birthdays. My mom never missed them. Ever. So when she told me she had to travel for work on my 16th birthday last year, it felt off. She apologized a lot, said she'd make it up to me, promised we'd celebrate when she got back. I told her it was fine. It wasn't. She left early that morning. My dad tried to make the day feel normal. Took me out, got me a cake, the whole thing. But there was this quiet gap where she should have been. At the time, I let it go. Until this year. A couple weeks ago, I was using my mom's laptop for a school project. Mine had died, and she said I could borrow hers. I wasn't snooping, I just needed a device. But when I opened the browser, there was already a tab open. It was an email draft. Subject line, Happy 16th again. That alone confused me. Then I saw the message, Hey, I know last year was complicated, but I hope you had a good day. I'm glad I got to be there this time. He's grown so much. I reread that at least 5 times. Glad I got to be there this time. Be where? Be with who? I shouldn't have clicked around, but I did. There were photos attached to the email. I opened them. It was a birthday party. A kid, around my age, standing in front of a cake, smiling. Balloons, decorations, everything. And standing right next to him was my mom. Not in the background, not like a guest. Front and center, arm around his shoulder, smiling like she does in all our family pictures. I just stared at the screen, because it didn't make sense. The date on the photo? My birthday, last year. The same day she told me she had a work trip. That's when the feeling hit. Not confusion, not even anger. Just this weird, sinking realization. She didn't miss my birthday. She chose another one. I didn't confront her right away. Honestly, I didn't even know how to start that conversation. So I waited. A few days later, I asked her casually, Hey, do you remember what you did on my birthday last year? She didn't hesitate. Work trip, she said. That quick. That easy. That lie had been sitting there for a year, ready to go. I nodded like I believed her. Then I said, You sure? She looked at me, a little confused now. Yeah. Why? And that's when I said it. Because I saw the pictures. Everything changed in her face. You know those moments where someone realizes they've been caught and there's no way out? It was exactly that. She didn't even try to deny it. She just sat down, and for a second, neither of us said anything. Then she said something I didn't expect. I was going to tell you. I almost laughed. Because no, she wasn't. A year had passed. She only was going to, because I found out. The story came out slowly after that. The kid in the picture is my half-brother, older than me by a few months. My mom had him before she met my dad. The relationship didn't last, and for a bunch of complicated reasons, she wasn't the one who raised him. But she stayed in contact, visited sometimes, helped when she could. Just not in a way that was visible to us, not in a way that included me. And last year she made a choice. She went to his birthday instead of mine. Not because she forgot, not because she couldn't be in 2 places, but because, in her words, he needed me more that day. I didn't know what to do with that, because part of me understood it, and part of me couldn't accept it at all. I asked her one question. Am I supposed to be okay with that? She didn't answer right away. Then she said, I don't know. That's the thing about this whole situation. There's no clean villain, no simple explanation. Just a decision that split something in a way I don't think fully goes back. My dad still doesn't know, or at least, I don't think he does. And now I'm stuck with this information, looking at my mom differently every time she smiles, every time she says something about family. Because now I know something I wasn't supposed to know. There's another version of her life, another set of moments, another kid who calls her mom. and on at least one day that was supposed to be mine,